Hi, this is Miss Havisham. So here I am at Middleton by Yorgree. This is where um, the archaeologist Thomas Bateman built his hall, Middleton Hall. I think this is it actually. Look at these trees. How tall the trees are. And this coat of arms on the gate. Thought that was interesting. So we're just coming back through Yorgree, and I think that the reason these merchants and the nobles were here up to 800 years ago was because this area was near a waterway that came inland, and this proves it from what I did in my last video when I was walking up on Castile Moors, and the ground was full of sand. It was like walking on sand dunes on the coast, as we are never far from the coast in this country. But that's what it's like on the coast, with the sand dunes and the thick spiky grass that was growing underfoot there on those moors. So I believe that was previously underwater. It was a coastal area or waterway, inland waterway, and that's why the merchants could come inland, because at that time all this country was covered in thick forest, full of wild animals, and would be dangerous for travelling. So I'm in the churchyard at Yorgree now again, and I'm noticing some things I haven't noticed on my previous visits. The gate was open. This is a Templar cross on this, with the railings around, with the fleur-de-lis, and on this one, that is a key. That is symbolising a key, and at the top, that is the Jesuit cross, which is the same as the Templars. They're all the same, really. In affectionate memory of Lieutenant Arthur Vivian Blanchard of 9th Regiment, 11th and the 9th Regiment. What's the rest of it? What's the rest of it? 11th and 9th Regiment.
Died July 22nd, 1805.
And he died July the 22nd, 1805, aged 28. Well, I think this is quite interesting. So he's obviously felt worthy of this tomb here, this key and cross. I'm getting some interesting memorials that I haven't looked at closely before. It's a beautiful day here, actually. This one is Mary Blackwell, the remembrance of, widow of Harry Sutton of Scarborough, widow of or daughter, I think that was daughter of someone, Sutton at Scarborough, and widow of Josiah Blackwell. Died at Lowfield near Sheffield, 24th of November 1844, aged 68 years. She obviously merited this big crypt vault. Amazing. Must have had some money. I know where it is, Lowfield. It's not now near Sheffield, it's in Sheffield. Near Sheffield city centre, actually. Look at these. Ooh. This looks so weird. It really looks really weird. All collapsed in. This one is the huge yew tree, which is going out of this. The huge yew tree going right out of it. So this is what I've realised is the one I filmed before of Anne Cook and her son Ben, who died on June 21st. Now I realised that was all coded, and a summer solstice sacrifice. However, I can't get to it now because the tree is full of leaves, so I can't get to it. When you look at this, these turrets and how it's built, it's absolutely incredible. This one, yeah. The all-seeing eye. Now these words, this is sacred to the memory of John Walker, a man of clear and intelligent understanding, who filled the office of schoolmaster in this place upwards of 50 years, with great credit to himself and general satisfaction to the neighbourhood. He paid the debt of nature, 14th of April 1807, aged 82 years. So we're not living longer because someone in 1807 lived to 82, and that means he was born in the early 1700s. So we're not living longer. It is very quiet today, of course. The pub's being closed. This is just such an old world place. If it wasn't for the cars, you could imagine being transported back in time. Now this bell tower is 100 foot tall, and it said that it was in medieval times a beacon for the surrounding areas. And beacon is obviously concerned with witchcraft. These are the pine cones at the top. I'm always fascinated to come back here. This, of course, it looks like a fort or castle. And this is so weird. The bricked up entrance there, which I think was probably a window. These symbols, of course, that is the sun wheel, which is from Atlantis. That's a weird symbolism. Just say here lieth the body of Mary. That means here lies the body of water. It's the body of Mary, is the body of water. Can't read that, it's too bright in the sun. Very bizarre. The bird life up there. Oh, the musty smell coming from that doorway, all locked up. I can smell the musty smell coming out of it, which I remember when I was in before. I don't know what that is. It's like a face above the doorway. But you can smell that musty smell. Oh God, it did smell so musty when I went in. Oh, oh, this smells so musty. Oh, it really smells musty here. Oh my God. That's been covered in lichen. It wasn't last time I came, the one on the left. I thought they were ladies' faces, but now I believe they're not. They're Knights Templars. But this smell here, it's very musty. If the birdhouse is still here. There were a birdhouse here before. And now... Oh, it is! It's been moved. It's there. Birdhouse is there. Wow. Of course, this is eel tree. Again. Every bit of it is poisonous. Every bit is poisonous. Wow, and this. I think these stones lift away to go down to a tunnel underneath. Can't read that. Here lies the body of. But they start on a different line. It's here lies the body, B-O, and then D-Y on the next line, of, and I can't read it. Absolutely bizarre. Yeah, strange, that musty smell, very musty smell. And someone, body of Joshua Bradley, later Birchover, that's where I was last week, on Castile Moors. So this is the one that I covered in a previous video, and these are the people who lived at the Middleton Hall and Lombardale Hall, which I've started out at Middleton by Yolgreve, at the gates. And I don't believe anyone's buried there. It's the wrong shape, it's right next to the path. I don't think they would bury people there like that, right next to the path. And then around this corner then we've got the wyverns up on the either side of the windows, the Wyverns, and this is where the altar is at the east end, and that's where the knight's effigy is of Thomas Cockayne. Very small in stature. What I've discovered now is that there is a syndrome called Cockayne syndrome, and I believe that this was the condition he had, why he was very diminutive, in full knight's regalia. They said it was a small effigy because he died before his father. Well, I didn't believe that, but then when I looked it up, I discovered there is a syndrome for people with short stature and stunted growth syndrome, and it's been named as Cockayne syndrome, and I think it was named after him. So this one, this is the lady whose family came from Scarborough. This crypt is directly opposite that east end of the church. Therefore, if that was a portal, then this is in direct line to be maybe transported to everlasting life. I might be reading things that are not there, but however, this looks like as if it's on a slope. Someone on that stone, it said they departed this life. Departed meaning they departed from the harbour. And this is sloping down and then faces that one. So it is as if it's on a line to transport the soul down the river Styx to eternal life via the portal.